I haven't put this coat on in I don't know how many years, over a decade, but it is cold. You guys know it. You're cold where you're at too. We're all cold right now. I want to show you what we did to prepare for this, our final preparation. Many of the tips that I've been saying throughout, we've done some things. If you guys remember 2 videos ago, I said, we're going to do this, we're going to cover this, we're going to cover that, we're going to cover this. Then I also said, if it gets crazy, I have a backup plan. And if it gets even crazier, I have something and we're going to do, and it's just something that's just going to be just crazy. Well, we skipped the backup plan and we went into just crazy because that's what we had to do. We were in the 20s. Our backyard got down to about 25 degrees. Of course, most things can't even survive in that weather, but as of right now, we have a lot of things still surviving. I'm not going to say thriving, but they're surviving, and we're going to get out of this. But I want to show you how we did this. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. My wife and I, this feels like a hurricane, to tell you the truth. It feels just like we're prepping for a hurricane, but I would say we're even putting in more work than a hurricane, because once we stake stuff, we're out the yard. We're not in the yard anymore. This, we have to keep adjusting because of this wind, keep coming outside, water, and just a whole bunch of different aspects to it. But that's okay, because this is our biggest investment. And that's another thing. I have seen a lot of people already, I have heard a lot of people say that they're going to just stop and they're just going to give up. We're not going to do that, because this isn't a hobby. This is what we do. This is our yard. This is how we stay healthy. This is how we feed ourselves. This is how we feed others. We can't just say we're just going to give up. No, it's no giving up. We're fighting for our plants. We're fighting for our fruit trees, and you probably are too. Let me show you what we're doing. This is our passion fruit right here. Now, if you guys remember, we had it up here on this trellis. We had our passion fruit on the trellis. Putting it up on the trellis, and we even covered it, but it was still too exposed. So it was much easier for us to take it off the trellis, which is a lot of work on its own, removing it, because as you see, passion fruit, it will make a home. It will stick to anything. So we literally had to rip a lot of these off of the trellis to put it down here. But while we did that, well, it's gonna keep it warmer, just pushing it down, clumping it all together, instead of exposed out in the open like this, just getting beaten. So what we did was, we have our passion fruit vines down there. We took as many sticks, twigs, branches, mulch, threw it on top of our passion fruit. On top of that, we have this tarp. Now this tarp right here is not just a frost cover. This is what we use in the summertime. This is a shade cover, actually, for our kids' playground to stop the sun. We ran out of frost covers, but we use this. Threw some things over it to stop the wind. Got some boxes below to stop the wind. I even got some boxes in there too. And our passion fruit is going to come out of this. There's absolutely nothing you can do about bananas. The whole state of Florida, all our bananas are completely gone. You might as well say nobody has bananas that's still up. For most of us, I ain't gonna say everybody, but most of us, bananas are completely gone. Now what I did was, if you see these gaps that are missing right here, we have some gaps right here, gaps all over there, different varieties. I dug them up. Now, yes, that rhizome on the ground is going to be fine once we warm up and we're going to start seeing little suckers pop up and everything. Yes, that's going to happen. But some of these varieties, like our plantains, I'm not chancing whatsoever. So I dug them up, put them in pots, and we put them inside the house. Just like that. They're still green, dug up a lot. So once this little cold passes, I'm going to put them right back in the ground. Done this before, and we're going to get this process started, because I'm not waiting. So I don't leave nothing to chance. And hey, like I said, all these bananas here, that rhizome underneath is going to be fine. That system is working, and we're going to get suckers as soon as it get warm. But I dug up some. It is what it is. Now you're going to notice a lot of spots in our yard like that. It looks like a meteor came and just hit, right? More over here, more over there. You see, it looks like a meteor. So I wasn't taking any chances. So I dug up coconut trees, I dug up mango trees, I dug up different fruit trees that I know there was no way, even with us protecting it, it wasn't going to survive. Not this cold. We're talking about low 20s for possibly 2-3 days in a row. We can't protect that well enough. And I didn't even want to take no chance. So I got deep enough, I got wide enough. We got some nice big old pots, and I have them in pots, and they're inside our lanai right now with lights, and I got a heater on it. I'll show you guys that. And they're doing perfectly fine. So I dug them up. And when it gets warmer outside, I'll put it back. If I want to, I might keep it in pots, who knows? But I could just put them back. That's what I did. But let me show you guys some more. Of course, we covered some of our palms that we can cover. The only problem is I have no heat source in there. I haven't opened this one yet. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's fine. It's better than nothing, but we have it going all the way to the floor. Bricks down there, so no wind is getting in there. But there's no heat source. And a lot of times that we have seen when we do not have a heat source, like the C9 lights, it helps until it gets really cold, and it's like, you can't even need the frost cover if you don't have a heat source. But I'm hoping that the sugar cane and this wall help protect some of this. The problem is it's on our north end, and this is where those north winds are coming through here. So fingers crossed, doing the best we can. So here's another palm, exact same thing, no heat source. Now the reason why I'm gonna say I think that one is gonna be fine too, that's over there, is because I opened up this one. I just wanted to see, because I'm that type of person. And it looks fine, it looks great. It went through last night when we got in those low 20s. So it's working with no heat source, just covering it. I also have a frost cloth in there, and it's a frost cloth in that one too. And then we put these on top. So it's actually working. The bottom boxes and everything around it, it's working. That should be fine. Now, as you see, we dug up, took a lot of plants out of here. So it is what it is. Like we just want things to survive. But I left our miracle fruit, just put something around it for the wind, for the base, and hopefully that's fine. A lot of our herbs, we have this covered up and nice and tight with a frost cover. That should be fine. This is just surprising us. Look at all the sugar cane. This is all sugar cane. It wasn't looking like this before the cold. It is perked up. So sugar cane are troopers. Now these leaves you see right here, all on the ground that's dropping, this is from one of our pigeon peas. I did not cover it, and it's seen better days, but hopefully that's gonna be good. And our elderberries back here, they're taking a beating, but it looks like they're gonna be okay as well. So we planted these strategically right here for this reason. So these are some hurricane boards that, of course, we use to board up our house. I just put them right here just to block some of this wind that's coming through for some of our plants that I dug up and some of our other potted plants over there. We put some of our lemon and limes over here too. They seem to be fine over here. Inside, a little bit more protected than outdoors, and as you see, they're looking pretty good. But so I'm gonna show you guys over there. Now in here we have about, I want to say 20 different plants. These tall ones like you see right here, those are some mangoes. We got herbs, we got a few smaller mangoes, we got multiple different plants and potted plants all in here. C9 lights, frost protection, everything you see. Over here we have some more. We have some of the bananas that I dug up, and a few more, as you see right there, another banana. So this is what we did, blocking the wind over there inside our lanai, whole bunch of plants, and we brought out a space heater. So we got the space heater here going. This space heater was going on all night, keeping everything in here a little bit warmer, because it was cold in our lanai. It wasn't outside cold, but it was not comfortable in here. So we'll be out here, but it kept our plants warm. The C9 lights, the space heater, all of it worked together, and it kept these plants very warm. Now, how do you protect your palms? Excuse me, it's extremely windy. The wind is picking back up. How do you protect your palms? Well, first off, you water them really well. So when it was warmer out a couple days ago, we soaked these things. I'm talking about, we put the hose on our palm trees for 10 minutes of letting it get a nice deep soak. Next thing we did was you take your mulch and you make a mound. Now, if this was not in these circumstances, of course, we're not going to put a mound like that to choke out our palms like that. But under these circumstances, you make a mound, and this really helps. As you see, we still have a lot of green happening right now, even in our backyard, because of just little simple things. And it's cold. Like I said, we're in the 20s. It's cold, but these little simple steps, watering, and you make a mound like this. Look at this. So that's what we did for our tropicals back here. We just mound it just like that. As much mulch as you can get it from anywhere. Cut the grass if you got any grass to cut. Throw your grass clippings. If your neighbor don't know how valuable his mulch is, you go get it from him. Say you'll take it. Mulch nice and thick like that and put it just like that. Some nice good water and you just throw that mulch and look, we still got a lot of greenery. We still got things looking nice even in the 20s. So next, you can't be perfect with everything. You gotta get a little makeshift. Now we gotta put this back because the wind and knocked things over as you see, but it survived last night. So we got some plants under there, frost covered and everything like that. A mango tree under there with frost cover and everything, but you just get creative. You do what you can with what you have. Just covering up, look at that. Just covering up, taking the bottle. This hose, it burst on us overnight. It was during that first cold that we had a few weeks ago. I'm not throwing it away because it still has some weight. So I'm just using it to wrap the bottom of the tree because we got so windy. Threw some bricks down there too. We got frost cover and we got 2 frost covers over on this one like this here. I peeked in this one and it looks beautiful. It looks great. So the same thing even over here. We got some sugar cane over here, all like that. Same thing. You just getting as much as you can and you just driving it to that base. You're just trying to get all the mulch you possibly can, sweeping it up. Normally we would not do this, but when it's cold like this, heavy mulch, as much mulch as you possibly can. Is that serious? Got this wrapped up. Look at this. How beautiful that looks. Wonderful pomegranate. Burlap, heavy mulch. This thing is nice and warm. It's feeling nice and good in there. And it's showing us that it's loving it because look at that. We're not losing anything. So it's a whole bunch of potted plants under here, covered. We don't have any light source on here. So no C9s under here, but it's covered. It's next to our pool equipment, next to the house. It's actually keeping it a little bit warmer. So this is doing fine. Everything underneath here looks amazing. The majority of our mango trees, we're not gonna get fruit. It is what it is. That's just life. It's cold, but they're gonna survive. So I hope you guys' garden survived. As you see, even some of our palms. Look at that palm in the back. We couldn't do nothing about that, ran out of mulch. Look at that. It is what it is. Not everything is gonna make it, but the goal is to get most things to make it. And even that palm in the back, in the middle, we have some, so it's some green in the middle of it. So it's not gonna look good for a couple months, but it's gonna come back, it's gonna survive. So keep covering your trees. Don't listen to people telling you that you don't need to cover, because obviously you need to cover your trees. If you can't cover your trees, water your trees. Do whatever you possibly can in your yard to keep your investment safe, whatever it is. Now, we couldn't light fire or nothing like that. We couldn't give it no heat sources other than the C9 because it is just way too windy outside. You can't have no fire going like this because it's way too windy. But those C9 lights, they're actually helping. So maybe get yourself some C9. I know we're getting past this cold stretch. This is our last real brutal night upcoming. But for next year, let's all stock up on this stuff. If this is what Central Florida is about to start doing for us in Florida, period, we got to stock up. We got to get ready. So I hope you guys and your plants are okay. Thank you for watching. And until the next video, God bless. Hey, look, my wife over there right now, making sure it's all down so no wind can get in with her winter coat on. It's cold, y'all. It's cold. It's all good. It's all love. This is what we live for. We're gardeners. You got the good times, you got the bad times, you got the hard times, you got the easy times, you got everything in between. So we're not giving up. Y'all don't give up. Nobody, we're not giving up. Protect your investment. Don't stop. If you lose 80% of your yard, you still got 20% left. You got to look at it like that. Don't give up, y'all. Don't give up. We got this. We're going to get through this. We got this. And I'm going to keep giving y'all tips after this on how to bring everything back. We're going to bring it all back. We all going to have beautiful greenery soon. So don't stop. All right, y'all.